my mind as I begin to close this show. 4,250 times I've looked at the clock and spoke the final words into the mic, but none more important than right now. Some have compared my retirement with David Letterman. Well, I could never say that. My part in this world is pretty small. But it seems the people I've met, the friends I've made, the associations I'll carry forward from this day forward are huge. No, there's no fireworks in my closing, no dancing girls or celebrities or sports stars or politicians. I was born while my parents were on a ranch in Harding County, South Dakota. I grew up on ranches in Oregon, came home to graduate from high school in Sturgis, South Dakota. I worked in radio, I've worked in rodeo, and I've learned above all things Saxon White Kessinger's admonition. Sometimes when you're feeling important, sometimes when your ego's in bloom, sometimes when you take it for granted that you're the best qualified in the room, sometime when you feel that your going would leave an unfillable hole, just follow these simple instructions and see how they humble your soul. Take a bucket and fill it with water. Put your hand in it up to the wrist. Pull it out, and the hole that's remaining is a measure of how much you'll be missed. You can splash all you wish when you enter. You may stir up the water galore, but stop, and you'll find that in no time it looks quite the same as before. The moral of this quaint example is to do just the best that you can. Be proud of yourself, but remember, there's no indispensable man. Fred Salzbach alluded to that a little bit earlier by saying unforgettable. I'll accept that. I will allow this, however, to paraphrase one of my favorite Baxter Black pieces. I've used it several times at funerals. By no means do I mean this to be a funeral, but it's called Looking Back. And here's how it would end if I were writing it about me. In 50 years of radio, I've been broke and I've been rich. I've been surrounded by friends, and I've been alone, sometimes at the same time. But this earth's given me a fair shake so far. I just don't see many young folks following in my footsteps, but by gosh, if some green buckaroo wants to make a hand someday, I say more power to him or her. I've tried to leave him an easy trail to follow. 50 years in radio, countless radio stations, hundreds of fellow announcers and salespeople and office staff, hopes and dreams and opportunity, and above all, I thank God for my voice. I have never taken that for granted.
You know, sometimes we're just given an opportunity, and regardless of the personalities behind the microphone, it was the opportunity people had to share, to listen, participate, and be.
And be. Lee Akers, I'll give you the last word if you want from KMTA. What do you got to say up from Miles City?
I'll miss you, Bart.
I'll talk to you down the road somewhere. I understand you'll have the good stuff. Thank you. You bet. Thanks, Lee. Oh,
Perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect close.
Perfect.
John Larson, it has been a delight to have you be a part of my life. That's not going to end anytime soon. John's photo journal, we'll tell you about that on our website, livewithjt.com. Just go there and we'll tell you as soon as John gets it all together. We'll try to put the poems and everything. Slim came in today and had his poem framed in leather. This is the man that's so busy he's still working on last summer's orders, but he had time to do that for me, and I don't take that for granted. Thank you, Slim. I wear his belt, as a matter of fact. He had made a belt for me, and that's the one, despite all I've had. Slim is my friend. Katie, thank you so much for being a part of my life, dear. You've been a delight.
Wonderful to be here, Jim, and congratulations. Hey, and you know, he talks about retiring. Don't bet on it.
See you, Jan. See you, Kay. It's the Country Cafe.